King Charles is preparing to visit Australia and Samoa in October for their itinerary and are expected to be away for 10 days. This will span 12 time zones and test the monarch's stamina as he recovers from cancer treatment. The trip, announced on Sunday by Buckingham Palace, signalling a significant step for the 75-year-old king, who has been gradually resuming his public duties following a hiatus due to his cancer diagnosis in early February. Although the itinerary in Australia will be limited, the decision to undertake such an extensive trip towards Charles's ongoing recovery is a bold move. The visit to Australia will be a pivotal moment for the king as he seeks to bolster support for the monarchy both domestically and internationally, the Associated Press reported. The trip will be the first time Charles visit one of the 14 countries outside the United Kingdom, where the British monarch remains head of state since his ascension to the throne. With fewer working royals available to carry out the endless round of public engagements that make up the life of a modern royal, the remaining family members have been required to take on more events. Making only her second public appearance since revealing her cancer diagnosis and treatment earlier this year, and her first solo appearance, the princess arrived on Sunday, the final day of the Wimbledon event, to assume her role as the royal patron of all England lawn tennis and croquet club, dressed in purple. The Princess of Wales was greeted with a standing ovation as she headed into the royal box at Wimbledon. Princess Catherine, who stepped away from public royal duties while undergoing cancer treatment, watched the Spanish reigning Carlos Alcaraz-Tarque on veteran Novak Djokovic in the Grand Slam final, with Alcaraz-Tarque winning the game and was presented with the trophy by Princess Catherine. Barbara Krejcikova may have surprised everyone by taking home the women's trophy, and Henry Patton and Harry Heliovara may have survived a tiebreaker to claim an upset victory, but the off-court champion of the tournament was unquestionably Catherine, Princess of Wales. Princess Catherine was also joined by her daughter Princess Charlotte and her sister Pippa Middleton. The future queen was greeted with applause, making her second public appearance of the year. But before the mother-daughter duo took their seats, they met with female tennis stars, including 21-year-old Emma Raducanu, who all presented Catherine with a bouquet of flowers. The mother and daughter then met the Work at Wimbledon program, which supports young people from a range of backgrounds with roles at the championships. Princess Catherine has released a new statement just days after her second public appearance of the year. In the support of the Natural History Museum's new gardens, Catherine said, "I am hugely supportive of the museum's commitment to create a special space which encourages people of all ages to reconnect with nature and learn more about how we can protect our natural world. I know the power of nature to support our development and well-being, both by bringing us joy and helping to keep us physically, mentally, and spiritually healthy. I hope these gardens will be inspiring and transformative for the thousands of people who visit." The Princess of Wales is a patron of the Natural History Museum and visited the project in 2021 to learn about its progress. The king has written privately to former President Trump after he survived an assassination attempt, Buckingham Palace has confirmed. The message was delivered on Sunday via the UK Embassy in Washington, D.C. The contents of the letter have not been made public, but the BBC understands the sentiments are in keeping with those communicated by the Prime Minister over the weekend. Mr. Trump survived a shooting while he was speaking at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. He was shot in the ear when a gunman opened fire at the rally. One spectator was killed and 2 others were seriously injured. The suspected shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was shot dead at the scene. Mr. Trump says he has rewritten his speech in the wake of shooting and will use it to bring the country together, he says. The Prince and Princess of Wales have called the England team an inspiration to all of us, young and old, in a personal message posted on social media. In the post, they also shared a picture of their children, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, watching Sunday night's Euros final, wearing England shirts bearing their names and ages. The couple's full message reads, "England, your teamwork, grit and determination were an inspiration to all of us, young and old. Congratulations to Spain." Prince William and his eldest son Prince George watched the game at the Olympiastadion in Berlin on Sunday evening. They were seated near King Felipe and Princess Leonor of Spain and Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. The Prince of Wales shook hands with the England team and handed them runners-up medals after the match. King Charles also sent a message to the England team after the match. In a letter to manager Gareth Southgate, he urged him and the team to hold your heads high. King Charles III has thanked Islanders for coming to see him and Queen Camilla during their visit to Guernsey as part of a 2-day trip to the Channel Islands. The King and Queen were welcomed by sunshine as opposed to their rainy reception in Jersey on Monday. Upon landing via helicopter from Jersey, the royal couple were greeted with a 21-gun salute at Castle Cornet and thousands of people lining the seafront. During a special state sitting, the King said he was so very grateful for the warm welcome he and his wife had received and remembered their last visit to a bailiwick, 2012. He said, "We were fortunate to meet so many Islanders on that occasion and to see so clearly the great regard and affection for Her late Majesty. We are delighted to be able to return once again, and we look forward to meeting more people from the wonderful islands." The King and Queen were able to meet a variety of islanders, showcasing Guernsey trades at the Crown Pier Expo. The King and Queen met many of the people lined up along the St. Peter Port seafront. Some islanders in the crowds described the atmosphere as amazing and fabulous. Harry and Meghan give their children Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet new surname, one marking the end of a 64-year-old royal tradition. The former working royals hit headlines after launching their website, sussex.com, earlier this year, and it now appears that Prince Archie, 5, and Princess Lilibet, 3, will use the surname of Sussex as opposed to Mountbatten Windsor. As reported by The Mirror, Archie and Lilibet began using the surname after the King's coronation last May. The surname Mountbatten Windsor was decreed by the Privy Council, the official advisors to the late Queen Elizabeth II, in 1960. It was then expected to be applied to all male line descendants of the late Queen and Prince Philip, which included Prince Harry. Prince Harry has suffered a brutal snub as his Heart of Invictus documentary for Netflix failed to secure an Emmy Award nomination. The Duke of Sussex's 5-episode series was released in August 2023 and followed the 2022 Invictus Games in The Hague. Heart of Invictus missed out in several categories, including Outstanding Documentary or Non-Fiction Series, where Sussex rivals David and Victoria Beckham secured a nomination. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed a deal with Netflix in 2020 after they stepped down as working members of the royal family. The couple have so far produced 2 documentaries for Netflix, the self-titled Harry and Meghan series and Heir of the Invictus. In February, Netflix confirmed that the Sussexes are working on 4 new projects, including a film. The Netflix executive indicated the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are working on a bunch of projects for the streaming platform, including a film and 2 unscripted projects.